Marcus Brimadge. Conor McGregor. And here we go. Quickly taking the center of the octagon. And right into battle, Brimadge in the white.
This is exactly what Brimadge needs to do. He needs to dumb down the fight. He can't let Conor get off, get his rhythm going, and get his momentum going. Conor loves angles. He loves to mix it up. He'll step off, and Brimadge just has to stay in his face.
Black trunks for Dublin, Ireland's McGregor. Very technical and precise striker. Nice shot by Brimadge, though.
So far, it's Brimadge landing the bigger shots, but out of Conor's 12 wins, 11 are knockouts.
An uppercut there, Kenny.
11 are knockouts, and he almost did it again.
He clipped him on the way in.
He can find your chin from anywhere.
Again, nice slip and a little counter. You can see how comfortable on the feet McGregor is.
It's unbelievable. Look at the angles. He circles. He can fight going forwards. He can fight going backwards. Look at that uppercut. Marcus is
looking to finish it here.
This is why everyone's been talking about Conor McGregor.
It's all over. Conor McGregor, another first-round win. Wow.
Look at the uppercuts. It all started with the uppercuts. That's what really dazed Marcus Brimadge, and from there, it was all Conor McGregor. There's that killer instinct and accuracy.
Again, the uppercut early was the one that did damage, and uppercuts here lead to the end of the night of Marcus Brimadge. Outstanding UFC debut for Conor McGregor. And an awesome reaction as he enjoys his first career win in the octagon.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Robert Sundell has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 7 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, the notorious Conor McGregor.
10th first round finish for Conor McGregor.
Behind the black. Ready.
Taking on that man, 21-year-old Max Holloway, and it'll be interesting to see how Holloway responds to the pressure fighter, and it's McGregor landing early.
Wow. Showing a lot of wild stuff right away. He spent a lot of time in Iceland training with Gunnar Nelson, and he has a very similar style of stance. Gunnar, who's a brilliant Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner, but started off as a karate stylist. Oh, look at that front leg hook kick. Where do you see that? Very rare. And that's one of the things that you're seeing in Conor is this karate style stance. That's very unpredictable, along with a background in amateur boxing. He's a national amateur boxing champion.
And very much, as you say, shades of Gunnar Nelson, but just a great fluidity with Conor McGregor, and he continues to land upstairs on Max Holloway.
And that unpredictable nature of his attack makes Max hesitant. He doesn't know what's coming. It could be a front leg hook kick. It could be a front hand uppercut. A lot of wild, unorthodox openings. Good sweep, good switch kick by Max there. And that will certainly help him. Those legs are wide, the stance is wide, and if Max attacks those legs, they'll be there for him. Another thing to take into account is Max is very good on the ground, and Conor's 2 losses have come by submission. Look at this wild stuff. Jumping switch kick. That front leg hook kick, although you never see it in MMA, you rarely even see it in kickboxing. There was a man named Larry Kelly out of Massachusetts back in the day would knock people unconscious with a front leg hook kick. It was legendary. Bill Superfoot Wallace, another one, famous kickboxer, had a dynamic front leg hook kick. And it's interesting to see Conor McGregor utilizing that technique.
It is hard to simulate this type of pressure in training, too.
Yeah, that jumping switch kick is very unique, too. And he throws it with no wind-up. You see he's throwing these kicks, there's no switch, there's no step before he throws them. Very much karate style.
And you know, Max Holloway came into this fight in terms of strikes landed per minute, second only to our UFC heavyweight champion Cain Velasquez in UFC history. But Conor McGregor getting off early and often here as we pass the midpoint of round one.
That just shows you what a freak Cain Velasquez is, that 145-pound guy and him have a similar output ratio. You see the way he's throwing that kick, it's very much karate style, and he follows it up with a straight left hand, and Max looks a little bewildered there, taking some hard shots. And that's a nice switch. That would definitely help him. The more of those he can get off, the better. Slow down the movement and take away from the spring of Conor's attack, because it's one of the things that Conor likes to do, like that jumping switch. So few guys do that. Shogun used to do that a little bit in his younger days, but it's just it's an unusual technique, as is that front leg hook kick. There it is again. Wheel kick to the legs, Andy Hook style.
And you see the kicks and knees landed, starting to pile up for the Irishman, Conor McGregor, and uses that lead hand, too, to sort of paw and control his opponent.
And hands down. I mean, look where his hand positioning is. He's telling him to hit him. Go ahead, hit me. Oh, high kick. Beautiful uppercut. Good right hand over the top by Max. Max needs to get Conor's respect. And right now, he's just a little confused by all the offense that Conor's throwing his way. He's trying to wheel kick himself, but Conor saw it coming and stepped with it. Conor with the front leg side kick to the thigh.
Max Holloway growing up in a small town in Oahu, Hawaii. Certainly no shortage of mental toughness, and he's hanging in there.
He got clipped. That was a strong straight left there by Conor. Conor's just so relaxed in there. I mean, it's amazing. This is his second UFC fight, very high profile, and look how calm he is in there.
He believes he's immune to pressure, and that is certainly...
There's the head kick. Max is in all sorts of trouble here.
So Conor McGregor doing what he does through 5 minutes here against Max Holloway. So just the way Conor McGregor drew it up through 5 minutes here, and as he said to John Kavanagh in between rounds, not fatigued whatsoever. These are two conditioned featherweights here on display tonight.
He consistently does that jumping switch technique where he lifts up his right leg and then kicks with the left. Oh, good straight left by Conor. And Max Holloway's corner imploring him to attack that leg and to follow it up with a straight right, to move back and counter McGregor and get his respect. And I think that's imperative at this point for Max Holloway.
Now, a lot of people have suggested Conor McGregor could be very successful in boxing, and then you see the kicking acumen. Just an absolute pleasure to watch on display here.
What's also excellent about the way he fights is his recognition of distance. Where he's in trouble, where he's not, and where he can land and where his opponent can't. Like as Max moves in, you see he's really not there for him. But Max is a little bit more befuddled. And that's the much higher landing ratio that McGregor's showing.
Show you the total strikes to this point in the fight. McGregor 3-1 in terms of the ratio, outlanding Max Holloway. And really uses that lead hand as a rangefinder and not so much a jab.
You know, you can call it 3-1, but it's even more significant than that because it's the only real hard strikes are being landed by Conor.
Right.
So although Max has landed a few shots here and there, they've been glancing blows. And there, you see that straight left by Conor. I mean, I don't know how many of these Max can continue to take. You're seeing a lot of swelling in his face. And Conor is just getting loose. There's a good right hand there by Max, but he did it as he was moving. He didn't plant his feet, and there he did. But he got countered. Now he's digging his toes in.
Yep.
And that's what Max has got to do. Got to land something significant. He's got to take away some of the confidence of Conor, and he's got to try to hurt him.
Very little wasted motion for Conor McGregor, and you see that nice uppercut on the inside there.
Now he's mixing up his tempo. Look how he's sort of slow baiting him there with like half-speed techniques.
And a nice left hand there. The crowd responds after that Holloway land.
Yeah, he's getting used to doing that same technique over again, that hop up with the right leg and throw the left kick, and that time Max saw it coming. Here's that good straight left again. And good footwork as well, sliding to the side after he lands it. There, he caught that kick, took him down. Let's see his ground game now. And Max Holloway has a very good guard. Let's see if he attacks off of his back or if he just tries to hold Conor. Conor trying to step over that right leg of Max Holloway. Right now he's in guard, and he would like to get into a dominant position. Wants to try to step over that leg and then free his right leg as well. So he keeps trying to lift that leg up. Max recognizes it and closes off his full guard now. Max is also doing a real good job with his left arm. Note how he's clamping down on the back of the neck of Conor. That's to keep Conor from posturing up. If Conor can lift his body up and straighten up, then he can generate power into his strikes. As long as Max is holding onto his neck, he's fairly safe in this position. But here he's not. Now he's not. Now he's in trouble. And now he's got to use his legs, push Conor off of him, and make sure that Conor can't get comfortable enough to land hard blows. Now he's controlling him again. So far, good defense by Max. Clamping down on the right arm of McGregor with an overhook, full guard here, and then closes off on his neck with his right arm. Good defense right now from Max. They're talking to each other. I don't know what they're saying, but yeah, I'm sure Conor McGregor is very well skilled in psychological warfare as well.
And right now continues to keep that pressure on, Joe.
But good guard by Max. You know, so far, okay, now Conor sliced through it. Nicely done, nicely done. Max recovered a bit of a quarter guard, not really quite a half guard, but he's just basically got his legs wrapped around the ankle, which is fairly easy to free up. Now it's almost half guard. He's gonna, if he wants to scoot out and kick off with his right leg, he should be free, and he is. Back to half guard, or back to side control.
So the first 8 minutes of this one, we were up right now. Conor McGregor showing off the ground game here towards the end of round 2. All Conor McGregor to this point of the fight. Back to live action now. Max Holloway is wearing it as we get ready for our third and final round. We're seeing a lot more of Conor McGregor, obviously, after just a 67-second win in his UFC debut.
And there's switching it up with front leg side kicks. Max trying to counter with his kick. Good right hand by Max.
And if you're Max Holloway, Joe, I mean, what is the strategy in trying to sort of stem the tide here and mute this offense of Conor McGregor?
Well, I mean, I think that what he's got to do is somehow or another get Conor's respect. He's got to land something, or he's got to attempt a submission, lock something up. He's got to do something offensively, and so far he hasn't really been able to generate any offense. And because of Conor's unusual attacks, it started off very badly for him. So the momentum went immediately to Conor's side, and he's never been able to get it back. And now Conor goes to side control and almost mounts him, but a beautiful guard pass by McGregor. He's concentrating on the left arm, but he's also, the way he's wrapping his left arm around the neck of Max Holloway makes me think that he might be thinking about choking him as well. Or he might just move to a mounted crucifix and try to pound him out here. I think that's what he's going to try to do. Nope, mounts. He's going to mount him. Yep. Not quite. It looks like the left leg is still trapped. Max is a very tricky guard. Very good defensively off his back. And Conor's left leg is almost, now he's free. And now Max rolls him over, and Max is out. Nicely done by Max. Beautiful takedown by McGregor, but in the half guard for Max. Max has done a really good job at not allowing McGregor to get the full mount and regaining guard. Good defensive guard, but very little offense here. Like in this position, he's got his right arm around McGregor's head, but he's not even attempting for a guillotine. not even trying to threaten it.
A scary proposition to think of Conor McGregor as he continues to work on that offensive jiu-jitsu game, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu purple belt.
Full mount. Now he's got him. And the reason why he got that is because he secured the head and arm. And by doing that and holding onto his arms in that position, he forced Max into a position where Max couldn't put his hands on his hips. Now Conor has full guard. Max is trying to utilize his legs and separate the feet of Conor and maybe shift his hips and get it back to some sort of a half guard or perhaps full guard again. But Max he's being controlled here totally by Conor McGregor. But McGregor not generating anything offensive here. Just holding on to him, slapping him a little bit.
Putting weight on that melon. 2 minutes to go in our third and final round. And you see in this third round, almost half the round, Conor McGregor has been in top position.
He's not doing anything offensively from here, though. Now he is. He's moving. Now Max is shifting. Now he's getting some ground and pound in. Now he's got the back. Hard shots by McGregor from the top. Boy, that left arm is a gift wrap right there. He can just take that arm if he wants to. Hook it and go. He doesn't want to, though. He wants to hold the position and keep ground and pounding him, and he shifts back to mount. Big shots by McGregor. Max wraps his arms around him, try to keep Conor from posturing up. Max may try to scoot out the back door. If he can make a bit of an explosion and perhaps underhook one of those legs. He's got to do something to get out of this mount. Now here's shifting, he's out. Nicely done by Max Holloway.
And as he gets up, he's greeted by a knee from Conor McGregor. So we are upright again.
Head kick, look at this. Max is going for it. McGregor turns the corner, takes him down again, very nice.
So Conor McGregor continues to score. You gotta respect the effort of Max Holloway here. Hasn't given up, but easier said than done when you have a guy like Conor McGregor doing with you what he wants to do here through much of the fight.
Well, especially the first round was an absolutely brilliant performance by McGregor. The second and third have been less devastating, but still dominant.
So the crowd responding here down the stretch. Conor McGregor with a dominant performance here tonight in Boston against Max Holloway.
And there's McGregor with a high kick, lead uppercut, front leg hook kick, a lot of very unorthodox techniques. Look at that beautiful straight left. And there's a nice short right counter while avoiding the left.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 30-27, 30-27, and 30-26. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, the notorious Conor McGregor.
Gentlemen, you both know the rules, you both know what to expect. Protect yourselves at all times, obey my instruction at all times. Anytime during the fight I ask for a break, I expect a good, clean break. Fight hard, fight fair, and fight clean. If you want to touch gloves, do so now. Back to your corners.
Wow, here it is, Dan. The main event of the evening. Leon Roberts draws the assignment. It's the top of the bill showdown. 5 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division. And our fight clock is brought to you by EA Sports UFC. Fill the fight. They need introductions. Conor McGregor is in the black wrestling trunks. Diego Brandao in the red wrestling trunks. And these guys are getting straight into it.
Both guys started out with a whole different range of techniques. We've got some head kicks, some spinning kicks. Brandao's looking for a takedown here. This is exactly what we expected, John. Can he get McGregor to the floor? And can he work his magic?
McGregor atmosphere is absolutely unbelievable.
Nice reversal in the shoulder bump there from McGregor. Brandao looks very calm. I've not seen him this calm before in the first round of any of his fights.
I think both of these guys are so sort of cognizant of that huge adrenaline of coming into this that they almost felt like they had to really turn it down.
Good head position. Nice reversal from Brandao, and now he's got the head position. Working for a takedown. He gets it, and Conor reverses in the air. That was in Brandao's guard.
Brilliant reversal there by McGregor on the way down. Brandao focusing very much on his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for the contest. Good posture there from McGregor. As he bears down over him.
Nice, very nice. Rolled him over, got to watch that leg. Brandao's going for a leg. McGregor's wise to it, got a hook on that leg to stop him. Oh, a nice up kick, good shot from the top from McGregor. Chasing that submission again.
Yeah, looking for that ankle lock is Diego Brandao, but McGregor kicks out of it, showing good submission defense. He has been rolling with the likes of Gunnar Nelson.
Yeah.
And it's really paying off.
I'm sure he's well prepared for the submission game of Brandao, but you can always get caught in one of these high-intensity fights. Seems to be a pretty calm start from both guys. Both aware that there's a potential 25 minutes ahead of them.
McGregor was predicting a knockout, but he really wants a war. He just doesn't think that Brandao can give him one. That layoff has really encouraged him and inspired him to put on an even better performance tonight.
Some good solid work from the top position here. Brandao looks very calm, using those butterfly hooks to elevate slightly.
Brandao came into Ireland with a fairly muted response to Conor McGregor, but it soon turned into cries of, he's a clown that I want to silence. I want to do it for Brazil and for the United States.
Good stand up there from Brandao. Nice shot, nice right hand from McGregor as he stands. Good pressure already.
But according to his teammates, Conor McGregor hits like a middleweight.
He does have a height and reach advantage as well, which is really working out for him right now. Nice head kick, stalking his opponent. Looked like a slip from Brandao there.
McGregor will switch up his stances. He'll bring in capoeira if he can. Karate styles as well as Thai.
A couple of good shots on the inside from Brandao there as well.
McGregor always kind of just in range, but far enough away from danger as he starts teeing off.
Brandao looks hurt. Brandao looks hurt. This could be the end. This could be an early stoppage. Another pass for McGregor. This could be it.
That is it. It is all. Conor McGregor is victorious. The crowd go absolutely wild.
Wow.
He gets the knockout victory that he was looking for. Beautiful comeback from injury for the notorious Conor McGregor.
Expect calls for top 10 opponents. I think we're going to start hearing them straight away. That was exactly what McGregor called, and he delivered.
The roof has been lifted off of the O2 here in Dublin as McGregor wears his tricolour with pride.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Leon Roberts has scored a stop to this contest at 4 minutes and 5 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by TKO, the notorious Conor McGregor.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're gonna have a clean fight. You can touch gloves at this time if you wish. Let's do it.
Man, they have been on each other's nerves for weeks. It has just escalated throughout the week. We're about to hit the climax. This fight between Poirier and McGregor. Here we go! White trunks for the very entertaining Conor McGregor.
Immediately, McGregor opens up with a hook kick.
Yes, southpaw,
Spinning back kick to the body. And again,
Poirier has the most wins and most finishes in UFC featherweight history.
Nice leg kick by Poirier.
The Americans getting behind Dustin Poirier. Nice kick. McGregor looking for the combination. Uniquely effective with his hands.
He's so loose.
Yeah.
Even, like a high-profile fight like this, look how relaxed he is in there.
He was supposed to fight Cole Miller. Diego Brandao stepped up. Conor wanted Dustin Poirier to fight in Ireland. Well, you know what? That's even that storyline. He's here standing in front of him tonight.
Another nice leg kick by Poirier. Ooh, good left hand by Conor. Oh! Good shot there by Poirier.
And another shot that lands from McGregor. Conor McGregor said he's really worked on his kicks for this fight.
Oh, he tagged him with the left, Mike. He heard him.
Up top.
He hurt Poirier with that left.
He's very good at utilizing all of his reach, turning that shoulder, fighting long. 90 seconds in. Right in front.
He's talking to him now.
Oh, yeah. Hands at his hips. Having a
he
conversation. Looking to finish the fight.
That's it.
It is all over. Just like that.
Wow. That's the real deal, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake about it. Conor McGregor is for real.
An entire country is standing on their feet right now.
And he really did just make it look easy. He said he would make it look easy. He made it look easy. That's the real deal.
He said, first round KO, mark my words. All right, Conor, we believe you.
I mean, that was just glorious. Just the way he did that. No one's ever done that to Poirier before. Poirier is protesting it, but it was an absolutely legitimate stoppage. He was out. Man. I mean, Poirier's still on wobbly legs. He's still having a hard time standing up here. Look, he's leaning forward, pitching forward and back. McGregor's the real deal, man. There's no doubt about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 46 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, the notorious Conor McGregor.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're going to have a clean fight. Touch gloves and let's do this.
Wow!
That was cute.
That was Conor.
Stay behind the block.
Conor McGregor. Dennis Siver.
See how calm Siver is through the whole thing. Stare down.
Ready.
It's one of the reasons that makes him a very interesting opponent here tonight.
Here we go! McGregor the southpaw with the kick. He's in the black trunks, green trucks for Dennis Siver.
Distance may be an issue for Dennis Siver. Even though he has fought at 155 pounds, he's short for the division, and Conor moves long. He's not just taller than him, he covers distance very well.
At one time, he predicted a knockout finish within the first 2 minutes.
They're exchanging front leg side kicks to the thigh here. And Conor very good at switching stances.
And he has the spin and then the kick to follow. Little slip on the way. Siver's only been knocked out twice since 2008. Neither time did it come in the first round. Ducked under the kick and tried to deliver some shots to the body. Don't forget, Fox Sports Live, right after the conclusion of our main event. All kinds of breakdowns from our fights, and the Seahawks and the Patriots headed to the Super Bowl.
Several times Conor has gone to spinning techniques that have missed. And look at this. Dennis Siver instigates the takedown.
Yeah, good movement by Siver, ducking under those punches, Joe.
Well, he's an excellent fighter, make no mistake about it. And one of the things about him being such a veteran is that he's going to be calm. He's been here before, and he's going to be able to fight to the best of his ability. This is a nice, clean left hand by Conor.
Siver has about as many fights in the UFC as Conor McGregor has in his entire career.
He caught Conor with a left there, just at the end of it. But Conor's got to be careful.
Jose Aldo in attendance, watching very closely.
Conor just has a very unusual style of movement. The way he closes the distance is just very different.
This great Irish crowd in attendance tonight at the Garden. Again with a big flurry and a combination for Dennis Siver.
Most of that was blocked, but he's letting Conor know he's keeping him honest.
And
there's a clean left
on
hand.
the left eye.
There was a clean left hand. He dropped him there with that kick.
Look at Siver, over Siver's left eye.
He tagged him again. It's the straight left that keeps getting through. And he's so good at setting it up. He lulls you to sleep with a sort of slow, casual movement, and then blam.
McGregor unorthodox.
Siver with the left hand again, over the top.
Extremely confident. Well, you said all night long, Joe, Conor McGregor has a fight in front of him in the form of Dennis Siver.
He's having very good success with that straight left, though, Mike. Siver's busted up.
Yeah.
His face is very red.
He's kind of rubbing that eye over and over again.
There's a jumping knee with the left leg, and there's another straight left, dropped his mouthpiece.
That was a perfect example of how long McGregor can fight.
He's hurt, Mike.
Bloodied him up even more so.
Herb Dean is looking for an opening to stop the fight, to give the mouthpiece back to Siver. He's just going to put it right back in.
And we continue. He has definitely got Dennis Siver's attention.
Dennis Siver likes that front leg round kick, but it's much less effective. Nice high kick by Conor. Much less effective when Conor fights in the southpaw position.
Siver can't complete the takedown.
How slippery that dude is. That was beautiful. And he's just pecking him apart. Hands down, walking him down.
Oh!
High kick to the
Powerful kick.
Dennis Siver is getting busted up. I mean, Conor McGregor is making a very strong argument that he is as special as he says he is.
Took his time, dug one into the rib cage, and again refuses to be put on his back.
It just so casually gets back up. It's almost like Dennis Siver has no business being in there with him, and he's a top 10 fighter.
With a bunch of bonuses and highlight reel knockouts in his UFC career.
And some of them at 155.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, he's getting eaten alive.
10 seconds.
I mean, he really is getting eaten alive.
Final seconds of the round. And right now, Conor McGregor is as famous as anyone who comes from there. Round two. The only adjustment John Kavanaugh talked about, Joe, was don't really throw the spinning back kick because Siver is ducking under. He's so short.
It's the wheel kick. He's talking about the spinning heel kick.
Where he came over the head. That time he didn't set it up with the spin. So other than that, let's just keep it going. Conor very relaxed in his corner. Really loves to lead off with those uppercuts.
Beautiful, clean, straight left hand. And Siver has eaten a bunch of those.
It goes to the body with the spin that time. Against the guy known for the spinning back kicks.
And there's that jump roundhouse kick that he's been doing to the face. And Siver returns one to the body. There's another beautiful straight left, and another.
The angles that McGregor is able to utilize are outstanding.
So casual with the way he moves sometimes.
Yeah.
And then other times he explodes forward. moved back and caught him with that counter left that time.
I think we often ask fighters, what's your favorite striking technique? And they say the punch that lands. That's what McGregor just did there.
This could be it.
This may be it. Conor McGregor trying to finish this fight. Siver's all kind of busted up.
Full mount for Conor.
Elbows.
This fight is seconds away from being stopped. That's it.
It is all over. Conor McGregor stops Dennis Siver.
The clean, straight left hand that put Dennis Siver down was a punch that Conor had been landing all night. The way, the distance he travels, and the way he lands that punch, beautifully done by Conor, and that was the beginning of the end for Dennis Siver. But in reality, he was in control the entire fight. The moment he started landing that in the first round, it was almost just a matter of time. Dennis just did not seem to have any answer for what Conor brought to the table.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 54 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, the notorious Conor McGregor!
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. Touch gloves if you wish. Come out ready to fight.
How good is this? McGregor.
Behind the back, please.
Mendes. Interim featherweight belt is the prize for the winner.
McGregor just can't stop talking to him.
Good.
Here we go. Spinning back kick immediately. Fight Club brought to you by Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens.
Chad's got his back, and Conor gets back up. He tagged him.
Right. Chad looking to utilize his wrestling early. Connects with
He tagged him with 2 big punches there, Mike.
Good combination by Chad Mendes. McGregor snuck an elbow in there, Joe.
Another right hand over the top by Mendes. That spinning back kick is nice.
Caught him with that one.
Yeah, Conor is timing that very well. Oh, they're smiling and taunting each other. Oh, he hurt him hard. He hurt him hard there. That was a good shot by Conor.
Chad that time ducked under.
Chad can't stand right in front of him like that when he lands that left hand. Conor has some serious one-punch power with that.
And Conor's cutting off the octagon here early. Good combination. The spin again.
Again, hard shot.
Slip and rip by Mendes. He's got him trapped, Joe.
Well, he might have got stunned. He might have got stunned by either those punches or the kicks or the kick to the body. But Chad is standing right in front of him, which is very uncharacteristic, and not shooting. Could be just trying to recover.
There's a kick.
There's a good 1-2 by Chad.
Amazing atmosphere. The adrenaline pumping from both of these guys.
Chad's breathing heavy.
Yes, he is.
And it could be because of those kicks to the body, Mike.
Conor came right out with one, and he's connected on the last 2 or 3. It's got Chad retreated. There you go. Connected that time. He put the left on his chin and followed with the right. Looking for the takedown.
There's a big power shot. He gets him down. Nicely done. But in a full guard.
Chad Mendes, the most takedowns in UFC and WEC featherweight history with his first of the night.
He turned the corner on that one nicely, but he's in Conor's full guard. There's a good shot by Chad. Beautiful shot by Chad.
Connected. The right and the left. Now money's on the board.
Beautiful right hand. Tell you what, Conor McGregor can take a punch.
He sure can. He also holds his hands really low. And again, the counter. Blood by the right eye of Conor McGregor.
Good front kick to the body by Conor. Conor's use of the kicks is keeping him at length, allowing him to land shots. Another hard shot to the body. Chad's hurt. Chad's body's hurt. It was the kick that started it off.
Yep.
He's trying to recover here. But Conor can hit him. He's got a longer reach, and he can hit him in a place where Chad can't hit him back. Especially with those kicks.
8-inch reach advantage.
Chad just took a big, deep breath.
Mendes trying to duck under and fire back. A takedown number 2.
Steps over. Can he pass the guard? Yes, he can. On top. Very bad position
for Mendes.
And this is what everyone who is a hardcore fan wanted to see. Can someone take Conor down? And when they do, what can they do to him? It's the one thing that he hadn't faced inside the octagon is a talented wrestler.
Both men 17-2 in their professional careers.
Chad Mendes still trapped in the half guard.
Officially now, Joe, 3 takedowns for Mendes. Watch the fingers.
Chad Mendes looking for a guillotine here. Looking to trap the neck.
Chad, this is your final warning. Watch those fingers. Herb Dean talking about the fingers of Chad Mendes. Watch him. Final seconds of round 1. Do not stick it.
There if you want it. Nice deep breath.
Round 2. I like the respect there. Beginning of the round, McGregor with a quick touch. Mendes returned. The spin.
Chad can't stand in front of him, and that's a problem he's having. And Conor is doing a wonderful job of keeping him on the outside and attacking his body. A lot of kicks to the body from Conor.
Once again, good spot.
Good shot. Looking for the guillotine, doesn't get it. Chad's got to move away from those body kicks. Very important. Very nice straight left.
Just miss.
Conor with some beautiful boxing here.
Total strikes. McGregor
again. Huge takedown.
4th takedown for Mendes. Joel, that's why you and I talked earlier about styles make matchups.
And the big question, which was what happens when he faces a wrestler.
Yes.
And this is what we're seeing. Chad Mendes on top, landed another good elbow to the spot where he cut. And it was a big elbow that caused that first cut.
Slashing elbow by Mendes. Top position again. 3rd try for UFC
strong elbow.
For Chad Mendes.
These are strong elbows.
Watch the back of the head. You might have got notice that he was in the main event late, but Chad Mendes is always in great shape. That was fine. Don't forget, after all the action on pay-per-view, Fox Sports 1 has our post-fight show.
Another nasty elbow by Mendes.
Trying to disrupt the breathing of Conor McGregor. Mendes keeping busy.
takes a long time to get conditioned to go 5 rounds. And even if Mendes is in really good shape, which he is, the question remains, was he in good enough shape to fight like this for 25 minutes? Well, these are hard elbows.
Gotta watch out. Mendes is saying they were illegal. Herb Dean saying fight. Mendes was saying those were illegal elbows. Herb Dean disagreed. Herb did tell him to be careful, Joe. Two minutes left in round 2.
Another hard elbow by Mendes. He's slashing with those elbows. Oh!
Big shot there. Working in the closed guard of McGregor.
McGregor's talking to him. While he's landing punches, McGregor continues to talk to him.
Body head. Head.
Again.
Watch those. Keep going.
Conor looking at Herb Dean, but Chad Mendes is keeping plenty busy to keep the fight right here.
That's fine. He's fighting. You need
And
to get
again.
up because he's fighting.
These are nasty elbows. He's saying he's fighting. I think Conor was asking Herb Dean, why aren't they standing it up?
Exactly.
Which is kind of crazy when you consider the amount of damage that Chad Mendes is doing with elbows like that.
Hand over the mouth. Guard closed by McGregor.
And Chad has made no attempt in this round, at least, to pass this guard. He's content to stay in the guard and smash him with elbows.
And that's exactly what he's doing, Joe.
He's doing a lot of damage here. He stepped over, looking for the neck, looking for the neck. Chad is excellent at this. This is his technique.
Look at him lock it in. Can he get it?
He lost it. He lost it in the backup.
Uppercut. McGregor.
Chad can't stand in front of him like this.
Mendes fires back. Looks for another takedown. Not this
Conor
time.
stuffed it with 20 seconds to go. Big, deep breath by Chad Mendes.
Listen to this place.
Oh, big shots by McGregor.
Look at the clock closely. 10 seconds.
Oh, he's hurt.
Could he finish him here? It's all over. Conor McGregor is a UFC interim featherweight champion.
Wow. 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 Unbelievable. He did it. Can you even imagine what a Conor McGregor, Jose Aldo title fight is going to be like now?
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 57 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, and now the new interim UFC featherweight champion of the world, the notorious Conor McGregor.
Rules in the back, protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. I want you to fight hard, but I want you to fight clean. If you want to touch gloves, touch them now. Good, step back, good luck.
Big John had that one under control. Jose Aldo. Conor McGregor. The most highly anticipated featherweight fight of all time.
Conor looks extremely loose, and Aldo looks like he's feeling the pressure of this moment.
Here we go! Green trunks for the southpaw, the notorious Conor McGregor. Black trunks for the champion, Jose Aldo Jr.
Conor relaxed and smiling. Oh! He slapped him!
Conor McGregor is the new UFC featherweight champion of the world!
Oh, unbelievable!
Boom!
Boom, it was a straight left, and Aldo connected with a left right afterwards, and he connected as he was getting knocked out. Look at that. Boom. And then hammer fist, out cold. And that's it. That's incredible. One more look at it. Boom. Left hand, out cold, hammer fist. Incredible that he connected with a punch as his brain was shutting off. Let's look at it one more time. Straight left. And boom.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John McCarthy's called a stop to this contest at 13 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, the notorious Conor McGregor.
Gentlemen, went over the rules in the back. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. I want you to fight hard, but fight clean. If you want to touch gloves, touch now. Good luck to you, both of you.
Like I said the first time, not a chance. Not a chance. McGregor. Diaz. Fight scheduled for 5-minute rounds. Big John McCarthy, our referee. Here we go! McGregor, the southpaw in the green trunks. Diaz, the southpaw in the black trunks.
And as I suspected, right away he's opening up with the leg kicks. A tactic that Rafael Dos Anjos used successfully on Nate Diaz. Nate got that one up, but still took it in the meat of his leg. Again, Conor. Those are brutal leg kicks he's landing on Nate.
Conor looking for redemption, the ultimate redemption of his fighting career, and he's opening up as many people thought he would, trying to chop down the lead leg of Nate Diaz.
And those are unchecked, brutal power kicks off that back leg. And Nate is already getting light with that front leg, trying to prepare for those kicks. But he's always heavy on that front leg, Mike, that boxing-based style of his. He checked that one.
Yeah, check that one. And a lot of this, Joe, is due to Conor's involvement of the ground game. Throw the kicks, he's not worried about getting down on the mat with Nate Diaz.
Well, it's also just an excellent tactic because Nate has shown the ability to be hit there before. And again,
McGregor over and over.
Oh, he tagged him. He tagged him.
Straight left connects. Conor says, get on up.
Again with that leg kick.
Fight going according to plan thus far for McGregor. 2 minutes in. First fight was 5.5 months ago, and McGregor had early success.
And again with the leg kick. Nate's having a problem with that leg, Mike. He's moving on it funny.
Conor with a combination. Diaz
again slams it in there.
That one, Joe.
Beautiful timing on that leg kick.
Diaz opens up.
Their leg kick is a huge factor in this fight, and Conor's using it brilliantly.
Conor just able to slip that jab. Again he does.
Good shot to the body by Conor.
Good counter.
And again with the leg kick.
Diaz just eating him. He's checked one. Conor has talked a lot, Joe, about this fight going deep into the latter rounds, and that's where he feels he'll have a big advantage.
And another one, another leg kick.
See, Nate's already lighter on that front foot.
Well, he's trying to check him if he can, but he eats another one. Conor's doing a great job of timing it off of his punches as Nate leans back.
And Nate's not circling away from that left kick at all.
Another one. I mean, a beautiful display of leg kicking so far by Conor.
Long reach. 30 seconds.
Long reach, but not long enough to avoid the leg kick.
Yep.
And another one.
Conor has said precision beats power, timing beats speed. Clipped him
again.
Final seconds of the round. 1-0 McGregor.
And here we see the leg kicks beautifully placed by Conor McGregor. Here's another one. And there's a nice left hand that dropped him. And then another clean left hand by McGregor. Excellent first round for Conor McGregor. And
read a great quote that said, "Defiance and disdain, these men wear it like a suit of armor."
Check that one. Nate's corner was saying no more free kicks. He ate another one. Oh, big left. He hurt him with that.
Get back up. That's two, Joe.
And another leg kick.
He's picking them apart right now. All Conor McGregor. 19 and counting with the leg kicks.
Oh, he hurt him
again. Conor feels it. Wouldn't it be something if he stops him in round 2, which is when Diaz defeated him 5.5 months ago. Conor looks perfect thus far.
Nate's having a hard time moving on that right leg as well, Mike. That could be a factor in why he's falling down like this, plus the clean, hard shots of Conor.
Only 2 men have stopped Nate Diaz. Josh Thompson in 2013, Hermes Franca in 2006.
Another nasty leg kick by Conor.
Thus far, Nate unable to get into that flow.
Relax,
Not just not able to get in the flow, not able to get success with anything yet.
Left hook is the... Okay. On the leg.
John Kavanaugh.
There
Again, beautiful.
No, and hands high.
So far, just a perfect strategy by Conor.
And we knew he left no stone unturned in preparation for this rematch. Obsessed every single day.
And again,
waiting for tonight. Midway point of round number 2.
beautiful counter.
Slip and rip. Conor is happy to wait for what's given to him, instead of hunting down openings like he did in the first fight.
Well, he's getting more and more confident as this fight goes on. Standing right in front of Nate and outboxing him here. Again with the leg kick. And again, man. Nate putting pressure on him. He senses Conor slowing down.
Diaz trying to score here.
Nate moving forward. Oh, he's
good
landing.
Combination.
Conor's moving away now. Nate is sensing Conor McGregor getting tired, and he's starting to put pressure on Conor.
Which is what happened in the first fight. Diaz pushing forward here, just over a minute on the clock. In the second, Conor goes body. Nate trying to open up.
Nate putting pressure on him.
Rocks him. And again, big combination. We have ourselves a fight.
Nate Diaz weathered the storm, and now Conor McGregor is in trouble.
30 seconds.
He goes high with the knee. He tags him again.
But Diaz just walks through it, Joe. Uppercuts. Body. 10. This place is awesome.
Wow. Things just got real interesting.
That's what he did on the training. This is why you push yourself every day. Recover. Recover.
Nathan, get him against the cage. Pump that chest like you're doing left hand. But don't let him hit through the left.
Conor was breathing very heavy in between rounds, and we're moving in to round number 3.
Diaz, the aggressor early.
Conor's still breathing heavy, Mike.
Yep. And he's been much more calculated in this fight, Joe, and still breathing heavy.
Yep. I think Dominic Cruz had a very good point in his analysis of this fight. Conor is fading radically here. Big, deep breaths, hands moving much slower. A much diminished fighter in this 3rd round.
And Nate senses it.
Nate just pointed to him, and he just rocked him. And now he's putting pressure on him.
And Richard Perez, longtime boxing coach, said to Nate, put him against the cage. Throw some knees.
And Nate went for the takedown there unsuccessfully, but he's making Conor fight a clinch battle. And we've said time and time again, this is one of the most grueling aspects of MMA. Big deep breath by Conor, and the chants of Diaz ring through the crowd.
The #1 driver of success is hunger. And these men have a great hunger, a great drive, and they will leave it all inside the octagon tonight. Good counter by Conor.
And again with the leg kick, a hard one. And a good counter left.
Diaz covers up. Takes one to the body.
There's still plenty of time in this round,
goodness.
Mike.
3 minutes, Joe.
And he's talking to him now. Talking to him and putting pressure on him.
Standing right in his face. Here we go.
Oh, boy.
Good spin by Conor.
Caught the leg.
But
Nate caught the leg.
right in front of his corner. McGregor listening to the instruction from his coaches. Midway point of this fight.
Diaz drops down for a double. Let's see if he can get it. Conor defended, but again, defending in this kind of clinch battle is brutal and draining.
Nice elbow on the, it was a little bit of a break, and they tangle again. Conor has only had one career fight go the distance.
Good combination on the break by Nate. Conor's moving away here, and Nate's pointing at him. Oh, he's tired.
Yeah, got him right over the ear. There's those kicks again. They're much more hurried and much more labored. Look at the total strikes. Over 200 combined.
Wow. And Nate points at him after he hits him. And Conor countered with a left hand himself. This is a dogfight, ladies and gentlemen. A real dogfight. And Nate tagged him with a 1-2.
Clinch. Quick punches to the jaw.
Oh!
There's the big body shots. McGregor's in big trouble here.
Nate
Diaz looking to finish it right here, right now. Body.
Tremendous pressure by Nate Diaz.
This was the beginning of the end in the first matchup.
But Conor's doing a much better job of defending in this round. Oh, nasty shot to the body.
Big trouble for McGregor. Final seconds of the round. Just trying to survive. Wow.
Huge round for Nate Diaz. What a fight.
And the fifth 5-round fight for Diaz. Main event, non-title, but 5-minute rounds.
A hard 1-2 by Conor, a good left hand over the top.
Nate took some punishment early, weathered the storm, literally. Man, he turned it on at the end of the round.
Another hard leg kick by Conor. Nate's got a big cut on his cheek now, Mike, as well as above his eye.
Tonight, the first time that Conor has ever been in a 4th round. He's had 6 5-round fights in the UFC, including tonight. Never gone the distance in a 5-round fight.
They're going at it in these clinches, Mike, and Nate Diaz is throwing volumes of punches, whereas Conor's pot-shotting him.
Nate's all bloodied up.
He is, and he's having a hard time seeing, Mike. He keeps wiping his eyes. Another hard leg kick. He wobbled him with that one, Mike. Good shot to the body by Conor. Front kick to the chest by Nate.
Counter.
Nate is bloodied up, Mike, real bad. And he just ate another hard left hand by Conor.
Conor re-energized here early in round 4.
Again, Nate with the clinch, drops down for the double. Can he get it? No. Good defense by Conor.
Diaz has gone 25 minutes once in his career. It's just the second time he's been to a fourth round.
Again, Nate keeps reaching down, trying to complete a takedown. He hit him with another nice knee to the body.
Yeah.
Now he's ripping shots.
Diaz's advantage in total strikes continues to grow.
Oh, big shot by Conor. And Diaz returns fire.
Great use of the clinch with that elbow. Both men bringing it.
Another nice knee to the body by Nate. And Conor turns the clinch around.
A lot of time on the clock.
Conor with a beautiful combination.
Both of these men so durable.
Nate staggered him there. Oh, beautiful counter by Conor.
There's the kick. When you get this much buildup and this much anticipation for a fight, it's absolutely wonderful when the fight is like the one we're watching right now, Joe.
Absolutely.
And they're still swinging.
Very nice combination there by Conor. He seems to have caught a second win, Mike. Moving well. Good combination.
The slip and rip.
That was a good, hard left hand over the top.
30 seconds on the clock here in round 4. Slip.
Look at this nasty counter left hand by Conor McGregor, and then a right hand behind it. Really seemed to have found a better rhythm in that round.
They are on their feet here inside the sold-out T-Mobile Arena. 5 minutes remain.
Nasty leg kick to start things off.
Gilbert Melendez telling Nate Diaz, you need to win this round. This fight could very well be tied at 2.
Nate putting the pressure on him. Conor attempts a flying knee.
And Nate just smothers it.
Conor turns the clinch around here. Conor's got Nate's back. Check that one. Man, look at the blood. Good Lord. Nate's having a real hard time seeing out of that right eye, Mike. It is a mess.
Looking for more pressure.
His face is so busted up here, and John took a big, good look at it.
Conor got out of the way. Caught him with that right. moments you would think we're in Dublin.
Nate drops down for the double. Can he get it?
This would be huge.
Cannot get it.
Wow.
Excellent takedown defense by Conor.
Outstanding. And remember the first fight, it was Conor who initiated the takedown. McGregor
Excellent combination there by Nate. Conor moves away from him.
Yep.
Conor's tired,
stuffed
Mike.
all 3 takedowns, trying to stay in it here, Joe. 2.5 minutes.
Good combination by Conor. Nate shakes his head, but those shots landed, as did those.
Past the midway point of our 5th and final round.
Excellent shot there by Nate.
There's a clinch. Oh! Big elbow. Conor takes a look up at the clock. 2 minutes.
Knee to the body by Nate. He drops down again for the double. Can he get it? No!
Wow.
Excellent defense again by Conor.
That's huge. 90 seconds. Wow, look how close round 5 is.
But a lot of pressure here by Nate. The judges are going to be looking at this. He's the one pressuring Conor up against the cage and landing these shots. And Conor's having much more success on the outside. Oh, just missed with that elbow.
1 minute.
And Conor turns it around. Conor with a trip, and Nate right back up to his feet. Nate turns it around again. 30 seconds to go.
The biggest fight in MMA history. 20 seconds. Recognition. Redemption.
Beautiful takedown by Nate Diaz.
In the final seconds of the 5th round. Could be huge on the judges' scorecards.
Wow. What a fight.
They left it all inside the octagon.
What a fight. Now let's take a look at some of the knockdowns by Conor. There's that left hand. Here's another one. Early in the fight, Conor was having his way with the stand-up, with that straight left, and with the left leg kick. There's a nice elbow by Diaz. Somewhere around the 3rd round, towards the end of the 2nd round, really, Diaz started coming on strong. Combinations, just swarmed him, hit him with that elbow there. And what's really big is this takedown at the end of the 5th and final round. That is huge.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Jeff Mullen scores the contest, 48-47, McGregor. Glenn Schroeder scores it, 47-47. And Derek clearly scores it, 48-47 for the winner by majority decision, the notorious Conor McGregor!
Gentlemen, for the UFC Lightweight Championship, I want you to protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Fight hard but fight clean. If you want to touch gloves, touch them now. Good luck.
Eddie Alvarez Conor McGregor. Champion against champion. McGregor looking to make history. Big John McCarthy, our referee. Here we go. White trunks for McGregor, black trunks for Alvarez.
Good inside leg kick by Alvarez. Alvarez looking to keep that left leg on the outside of the front leg of Conor McGregor. And Conor looking to step over to his right to do the same. And again at that inside leg kick. He's landing with the foot though. Got to be careful of that. You can break your foot on that shin very easily.
A combined 48 professional wins for Alvarez and McGregor.
A front kick to the body by McGregor, always an effective technique. Use it very well against Chad Mendes. He stabs it in there with the ball of the hip. Eddie throwing a lot of feints, looking to avoid that left hand.
First time at 155 since 2012.
He got tagged. He's home.
Can he finish it right here, right now? Alvarez popped back up. Big shot.
Boy, he hurt him bad, Mike.
Delivered and connected by Conor.
Alvarez got to clean the cobwebs. He's been cracked before and come back to recover, but has he been cracked by a guy who hits like Conor? Eddie looked to clinch there. There's that front kick, that stabbing front kick that Conor throws.
The Irish are well represented here tonight.
Boy, he's got such confidence in that left hand, and he should. He's just such a deadly weapon.
Game changer.
It is.
And again.
He hurt him again. He hurt him bad.
No one has ever held two belts in the UFC simultaneously.
And Conor goes high with the kick.
Conor did it back at home in Ireland, and he delivers another big left.
It just seems to be one of those punches and fighters just get shocked by. Like they can't believe how hard he can hit you. Eddie trying to roll under, trying to protect his head. Conor on top, ground and pound. Tags him with another left. Hard shots by Conor.
Alvarez knocked down by the big left hand 3 times already in this fight. Conor looking for a 4th. Only man to ever survive being knocked down 3 times in 1 round. Frankie Edgar against Gray Maynard years ago.
That the distance that Conor's able to maintain, very, very difficult to handle. He slides in and out so well with that left hand. Good knee to the body by Conor.
He's throwing him around.
He switches southpaw.
Alvarez just slipped that one.
Alvarez looking to land a right hand of his own. And there's that front kick again.
One minute.
Beautiful counter there by Conor.
Watch the left hand of McGregor.
Conor showing him that left hand. Such good movement in there. Good punch to the body there by Alvarez.
30. Big round for McGregor, the featherweight champion. Looking to add the lightweight belt to his trophy case. 3 knockdowns. Good body shot by Alvarez.
Front kick to the body by Alvarez, and returned by McGregor. Huge round for the challenger. Huge round. And let's take a look at the first knockdown here. Beautiful counter, and then stunned him hard with the second one. One more look at that, boom, and then watch this bang with the second one. And here's the third knockdown of the fight. A big round one and a completely unsuccessful one for Eddie. He threw a couple of body shots that landed, but really didn't establish any of his game. There's that front kick to the body again.
But he successfully survived. And let's see if he can change the momentum of this fight here quickly in round 2.
And Eddie Alvarez has been there before. Oh, tagged him again. Man, the accuracy of that left hand.
Will Alvarez start to use his wrestling?
He should have probably already tried.
Right? There it is, stuffed.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at this.
Really?
Front leg side kick, very effective.
Conor definitely has a ton of different tools that he utilizes on his feet. Alvarez pushing forward.
Alvarez caught him on the end of that right hand, but not enough to hurt him.
Now they're saying officially
he got tagged.
Two takedowns, knockdowns. That might be the third. Nonetheless, it's been all McGregor thus far.
Alvarez looking for the takedown here. He's got his hand on the fence. Murgliata hasn't noticed it yet.
The Fighting Irish. Alvarez looking to embrace the grind. Grew up on the mean streets of North Philadelphia.
Good defense so far by Conor. Able to stuff all these takedown attempts by Eddie. Good knee to the body by Conor.
They break. Left hand again. Total strikes thus far. McGregor well in control. Alvarez getting loose, getting better here in this round, though.
Oh, man.
Until that.
Oh, he's done. He's done.
It is all over. History has been made. Conor McGregor is the UFC lightweight champion.
What a performance. Didn't just do it. Did it flawlessly. I mean, incredible performance. Wow. Unbelievable. Wow.
He didn't come here to take part. He came here to take over.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John McCarthy has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 4 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, the notorious Conor McGregor!
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're gonna keep it clean, touch gloves, let's do it.
The tension in this building is undescribable. If you're not here, I'd imagine around the world as you're watching, it feels pretty tense wherever you may be. Donald Cowboy Cerrone, it is all in front of him here tonight as he tries to spring the upset against the prohibitive favorite, former 2-division champion, the notorious Conor McGregor. Tonight's fight clock is brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Cerrone in blue, Conor McGregor with a couple early shoulder strikes is in green.
Conor with a big shot to start this off. Oh, Donald's nose is already bleeding.
What was that?
And it might be from those shoulders. Yes.
Get out of here with that.
Oh! Early head kick from McGregor. Cerrone covering up.
Donald's in big trouble.
Oh, Cerrone trying to survive, 30 seconds in.
Donald's covering up.
Oh, this is gonna be it.
Team's gonna stop it. That's it.
Conor McGregor! Too easy! Wow!
Wow.
Less than a minute in, Conor McGregor announces his return with about as many style points as you could produce.
He broke his nose with his shoulder, and he pointed to his shoulder to show him that he did that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
That's crazy.
The shoulder strike.
Look at his nose. I mean, that is insane. His nose started bleeding immediately from that shoulder strike. Just explosive movements in the clinch, slammed his shoulder over and over into Cowboy's nose, and that started the beginning of the end.
Yeah, because the left hand didn't even land. He's ducked under it. And then the shoulder strikes.
Cowboy clinched with him, and he just, you never see that before. You see guys' shoulders.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 40 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by TKO, the notorious Conor McGregor!